A recent Boston University study found 92% of former NFL players analyzed had CTE. This degenerative brain disease can only be diagnosed after death. Researchers say it's often caused by repetitive head impacts. This can happen during contact sports like football, military service, or other activities. These injuries may result from concussions or head injuries without symptoms. CTE is also linked to sports like ice hockey or heading the ball in soccer. For more, let's bring in Dr. Chris Nowinski. He's the co-founder and CEO of the Concussion Legacy Foundation. Dr. Nowinski also serves on the NFL Players Association Mackey White Health and Safety Committee. Doctor, based on your data, is it possible to play professional football and not end up with CTE?
Certainly possible. I mean, we're pretty surprised and disappointed at how many NFL players have had it in our very large sample thus far. But NFL players need to know we might be seeing the worst cases, and hopefully it's not everybody. But I would doubt at this point that it's probably at least half, and that's concerning.
How has the NFL responded to your findings?
You know, the NFL has not been a great partner on this issue. They've tried to steer money away from Boston University, unfortunately. They like to talk about concussions because concussions feels like a problem you can solve. But CTE, if you're going to have people tackling each other, it's going to be a fundamental problem in the game. We need to work on developing ways to diagnose it living people and work on developing cures. But NFL efforts don't really go to that.
When you talk about steering money away from Boston University, this sounds like a very deliberate effort to undercut your research.
There's a very interesting 90-page congressional report about how when the NFL gave $30 million to the Foundation for NIH to actually fund research on CTE because they showed that they weren't good at selecting good research, when Boston University won the grant, the NFL ended up not giving the money to the NIH. And so the NIH had to find money from their own budget to fund work to try to diagnose CTE. It's called the Diagnose CTE study. So that we remember that, and the trust between I think scientists and the NFL is not strong right now.
Right. What steps should the NFL take to change its safety standards?
Well, the NFL Players Association has really led the efforts to make football safer by, for example, eliminating hitting in practice. I think the most important role for the NFL now is to actually get out of the business of recruiting our children to the game to start playing tackle football as young as 5 years old. We now know CTE is caused by playing football, and the longer you play, the more likely you are to develop the disease. If we know that now, then why do we have kids between 5 and 14 playing tackle football, becoming more and more at risk for this disease when they don't even understand what they're getting into? We can't put basic protections in place to help them. So we started a campaign called Stop Hitting Kids in the Head to try to encourage not only football, but all sports to stop exposing children to hundreds of head impacts a year when we know some of them will eventually develop CTE.
So if you want to limit or mitigate the risk for a young athlete, someone between 5 and 14, as you just mentioned, what kind of steps can a team take?
Well, we shouldn't be putting helmets on kids and asking them to run into each other. We should be playing sports like flag football. That's a simple thing. Or play another sport. But if you want to play, just think how crazy it is that we keep children out of the weight room until they're in high school because we're worried about their joint development. And yet we hit them in the head hundreds of times in many sports. We don't think about it affecting their brain development. Their brain is far more important for their future than their elbow or their shoulders.
CTE is only diagnosed after someone has died. Do you see a day where there might be a test that can help us identify in those who are alive and playing?
Yes, and there's a number of great scientists across the country trying to figure out, is it going to be a PET scan? Is it going to be a blood test? Some way where we can diagnose definitively whether somebody has it while they're alive so we can intervene early and treat the disease before it gets so bad that it's causing dementia. Interestingly, CTE is probably one of the only neurodegenerative diseases that we're giving to teenagers and people in their 20s. While that's very sad, it does give us years and years to treat it. And so I hope that more scientists come to the fight, more funding comes to this so that we have hope for a cure within my lifetime, because I've taken too many hits to the head myself.
Dr. Chris Nowinski, thank you.
Thank you.